Good evening and welcome to Speak Up Club's December's special open mic session. While all other months that we have the open mics, December is very special because it is that one meeting which is consistently the same with regard to the format or what we plan to do in this session, but very different from what we have done in the past few years. Because this is one ritual that has been consistently built over the past few years, 5 years to say specifically, that we meet in this one meeting and share and look back at how our year has been. Looking back at what our hits, our misses, are things that we are proud of, are things which we could have done differently. Looking at aspects and elements of our last 1 year and sharing with us, with the community, of what your year looks like. And more importantly, what is it that you are looking forward to in the year to come? So that's a theme for today's meeting. For all the people who are joining us for the first time, Speaker Club started in 2020 May, and it's been a total of over 250 sessions that we have organized in the past 5.5 years, including the member-only sessions and the open mics that we have been hosting. So that's been our journey, and we intend to be a platform where people can come and speak and express their stories. We are not looking for orators, we are not looking for public speakers. We are looking at stories, heartfelt, whatever you believe in, whatever you think, whatever you feel like sharing with us. It's not some great accomplishment or great success story that we are wanting to listen. We are looking to listen to heartfelt stories of what you think and what you want the world to know, because this goes out into the YouTube page also. So that's one thing that I wanted to share as a disclaimer. These recordings for the past whatever sessions that we have for the exclusive open mic sessions, all the 150 plus sessions which have been there are all there as a repository on our YouTube channel. So I have had instances in the past where a lot of people have come back and got back to those recordings of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago, and to look at where they were and where they are today, for all for themselves. No assessment, no judgment, no kind of questioning, just a pure experience of looking back at where you were and where you're today. So that's the theme for today, Reflections 2025. The format of the meeting is pretty simple. To begin with, depending on the time, we will be having each one of you all getting the stage opportunity to share and express how your 2025 looks. What is it that you see when you look back at the year? What is it that you want the world to know? And more importantly, what is it that you want to remember for yourself of how your 2025 was? So each one of you will get 2 to 3 minutes. And then, depending on the time, towards the end, we'll have a small fun segment or intriguing segment where each one of you all can leave this meeting with the next 7 days in your hand of what you can be doing, what you want to be doing, so that you're all set for the year to come, and which can be much better one than what you have experienced this year. So that's the plan of what we have for the next 1 hour, 15 minutes or so. With that, let's get going with the open mic with who wants to come first to share the reflections for their 2025. Should I call? If not, Poonam is our first person to share her reflections for today. Poonam, the stage is yours.
Thank you. 2025. In 2025, I stumbled, I fell, but it didn't last longer. I got up, I brushed it off, and back to my normal way. But three things, most powerful thing I learned in 2025, and I would love to share it with you all. Number one, emotional independence. We all talk about growth, confidence. Nobody talk about emotional independence. In the emotional independence is like holding your emotion, how you hold your emotion. Numerous time or most of the time, we look others to fix our problem. We look for validation from others. But how we channelize our emotion, that matters the most. How we how we process the disappointment, how we navigate stress without falling apart. If we take charge of our emotional independence, then our relationship automatically enhance, not just with others, but with ourselves also. Number two, stop being copycat. in this world where world is obsessed with filters, perfection, and fit in. I have to fit in here, I have to fit in there. Authenticity feels like rebellion. It's a kind of rebellion that brings peace, not chaos. Authenticity means not diluting your personality, you know, not it demands honesty. When you want to be authentic, it demands it demands honesty. And honesty is sometimes very discomfort, very, you have to come out of your comfort zone, but at the end you will be at peace. And number 3 is like, slow down, don't rush in life. Rome was not built in a day. Everyone love instant noodles because it's quick. It doesn't take much time. It feels our hunger fast, and it doesn't require much, patience. But world, life, values, biryani. You can't compare, you know, a dish which is slow cooked, because it requires the rice to absorb the flavor. Spices should be settled and the flame should be steady. Life is not meant for fast, it is meant to be rich. These are the three powerful things I really learned in 2025, and I'm looking forward. My 2026 be should be like, I want to be brutally uncomfortable with myself. Seriously. This is online meeting. I just, it gives me adrenaline rush, but I want to try anything and everything. This is what my expectations from me in 2026. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Poonam. That's a great combo of all the things that you shared. Wonderful mix of the biryani making, the emotional regulation or independence, and being authentic. What I still carry deep from the message that you shared was being authentic feels like a rebellion. I think that's a powerful line. Thank you for that. I think wonderful dimensions of life that you have covered, and now you've also said what you need to be more of in the year to come. Thank you for that wonderful share, beautiful insights, and I think it's a message for all of us to take away as well, not just for the story that you have experienced in 2025. Thank you. Let's move to the next speaker. Uma.
Which Uma Rahul?
Uma ma'am will be Uma Natraj. She's everyone's ma'am here.
Okay.
Uma Bacha will be you, okay?
Okay.
I'm
Sure.
just kidding. Okay, Uma ma'am first, and Uma Fanny after this if you wish to.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Uma ma'am, the stage is yours. The timer starts now.
Today morning, I just went back and looked at the recordings of 2023 and 24, what I had told. And I just recollected what were the goals that I wanted to achieve. And I think I have almost achieved whatever I wanted. I had told about travel and then investing on myself, and then I think about helping others as much as possible. So travel, definitely I have achieved because this whole year I have been globetrotting, right from February to November. Just this December I've been traveling within India. Otherwise, I have traveled to the US, UK, Europe, and within India to Rishikesh, Haridwar, and then Darjeeling, Assam, Hyderabad, and then Coimbatore, Mantralaya, and within Mysore. So travel, definitely it's 100 on 100. And then investing on myself, that is the second goal I wanted to do. So regarding health, I invested on Saurabh Botra's yoga course, and I have subscribed myself for a 1 year subscription recently, and I started walking regularly, which I have to at least do it more consistently. I've got into yoga now and left walking, so I have to do it together. I have to catch up on both. And regarding investing on learning, definitely have continued with Toastmasters and also with the Speak Up Club. So that also maybe I can give 75%, 75 out of 100. And then the third one, helping others. I think I should do more of it. I am doing it, but I have to increase it because they say give before you are gone. And when I look at my assets, I think I'm doing only maybe 10%. I should increase it more, at least to 60 to 75%, so that I have the satisfaction of having given before I'm gone. And so this I will give maybe only 25 out of 100. So these are the reflections when I look back. And coming to the goals that I want to set up for 2026, I think I'm not going to set any goals. I'm going to take it as it comes, because many times we set the goals and we don't achieve. So let me continue with whatever I have started in 2025 and bring it to 100. That is travel, definitely it is 100. Investing on myself and on helping others, I should bring it to at least to near to 90. That is my goal for the next year. Thank you, Rahul, for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, my ma'am. You take the thunder from the entire meeting away. Thank you for that wonderful share. And I think why I love you the most in this entire community for the past 5 years that you have been consistent is because of this very simple fact. When you talk of reflections, a lot of people think of moving forward. What is a goal that they have? What is it that they want to accomplish? And when you said you went back to the 2023-24 recordings as well, that talks about how deep you want to go back to what you committed to yourself and what you have delivered. And when you said you scaled it up also, when you said travel is 100%, the second point is 75%, and giving is 25%, I think it's a wonderful way of looking at what we as individuals can do. Because when you look forward, it is hopeful. Resolutions don't tell you so much about who you are or what you are as much as reflections can do. These reflections are what will tell you the reality check, a slap on your face, maybe sometimes, of where is it that you're going wrong. Because if you don't do it right, don't look back, then you're going to make the same mistake, not just for 1 year, but for years to come. So, thank you. I think it's a wonderful way of looking at reflections at the entire exercise that you did is something which is commendable, not just for what you shared. That's your personal story, and we know the kind of person that you are, of how accomplished you are, and how far you have gone in your life by doing practices like this. But I think it's a great input for all of us equally of how we need to look back at the behavior, the actions of what we have done, and something that needs to be worked upon is that very insight that you're going to get from those reflections. Thank you, Mama. Wonderful share. Let's move to the next. Uma Fani now. Uma, are you there?
Yes,
Yes.
Rahul.
Can you, okay, take the camera a bit down if it's possible? Yeah,
Yeah. Can you all see me
because
now?
you are over the universe already.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Yes, the stage is yours. Please, mate. The timer is on my window, top corner. Once you start, I'll start that.
I can't see it. Okay, no problem.
Start.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here we go.
At the start of the year, I didn't take any oath, but whoever is on the call, I just want to ask, like, do you all take New Year resolutions? Anyone?
I'll say yes if I've accomplished it.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So whenever I have taken a New Year resolution, it did not fly. And I thought that this year, I wanted to start with a blank paper. That's how I started. I joined Toastmasters just as an attempt to try um, in the month of January. And before that, I was in a feeling that I'll start with a small song which says, इसको ही जीना कहते हैं तो यूं ही जी लेंगे. This is what I was thinking in my mind. Like, however the life comes, whatever it throws at me, I'll take it up. And I joined Toastmasters in the month of January, and that's how I started pushing myself. I just gave a try. I decided that what doesn't kill you will only make you stronger, isn't it? So I was always in an awe of people who host events like Rahul, who hosts events like this Josh Talks, or the today's event that we are doing. And I was always in an awe of a speaker or a host in Amazon, who left Amazon in the month of May, and all his responsibilities came to me as my responsibilities because he left, and that challenged me. And in my office I hosted few events like rewards and recognitions. There was another summit called Vendor Experience Summit that I hosted in the month of December. I started slow. It's not like just like some other one of the persons told, it won't start, we will not achieve it on in a day. So I started with IPL as a IPL host. IPL is an impromptu Premier League which happened in the month of March or April, before this all our uh, contests happened. I joined as an offline host for a small event, and then I hosted an outdoor meet, and then humorous speech contest, which was not even my forte. I competed just to give an attempt, and did not win, though it was an experience for me. I just wanted to attempt it and see how it goes. I got a second prize, although, but I'm very happy that I attempted it. I just wanted to challenge myself, and after that, R&R came into my kitty, and then stage management of Fun and Furore, which was hosted in the month of December. I challenged a lot. I think I pushed myself to the core, which I haven't done any time in 2020 before 2025. 2025 is like a blessing in disguise for me, and I have learned a lot of things like people, how to manage with people. I haven't worked with people anytime before. I mean, managing people and leading people, I haven't worked. I've been an IC for almost like 15 years so far. I haven't been a manager. So managing people in stage management was a tough task for me, but still I was able to do it. And hosting an event of 1,000 people and 100 people offline, 1,000 people online. I mean, offline 1,000 people and online a lot of events that I have hosted. I think I'm really happy that I started saying yes to a lot of things, and what I want to take back for 2026 is I will need to say no also sometimes in order to avoid burnouts. 2025 is a lesson, but I will still say yes wherever I can, but I will still say no where I am whenever I am burning out. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Uma, Fanny, for that wonderful share. When you started with saying that I began with a blank page, I was scared. Is it still a blank page? But then I realized you have written a complete book out of it because you started out of a blank page and without a goal. Thank you for that wonderful idea of how sometimes just going with the wave can also create an entire uh, experience like you have had. And the closing was the icing on the cake with the idea that saying no is also important and saying yes to experience is also important. Thank you. Thank you, Uma, for that wonderful idea and wonderful 2025. Rishi, would like to go next? You have raised your hand?
Yeah, yes, Rahul.
Okay,
So
perfect. Yeah, the stage is yours.
okay. Thank you, Rahul, for this opportunity for us to talk. And for me, my like lesson learned in 2025 is if nobody, for example, if you, Rahul, is speaking to me, and if you ask any questions like do you follow your like your I don't know, resolutions in 2026, I should only answer when you ask me the question. So that is one lesson I have learned in 2025. And as like Uma ma'am told that she has gone to 2023 and 2024, and then she told a couple of times like investing on herself and going on travel. I would take some of her points from her, speech. That I have went to UK and master. I have gone to UK and mastered my like masters in data science in the University of Essex. So there also I have learned a lot of things in 2023 and 2024 between those times. Like for example, if you rent a house and then you have all of your friends staying in one house. So what you have to do is you have to adjust with those things and then you have to live with those. So that is the lessons which I learned in 2023 and 2024, and I thought it about in 2025 if I go to another country for my for example job or something like that. And in 2026 what I will be doing is I will be taking I will be keeping my fitness like um um the thing is like I want to keep myself fitter, so that like there is a quote saying that if health is lost then health is lost. So I use that phrase and then I tell that in 2026 I need to be more fitter. So that is what I'm going to do in 2026. And back to you, Rahul.
Thank you. Thank you. I think, Rishi, clean, simple share with regard
Yeah.
to definitely going back to your stories and also using Uma ma'am's idea and the template that she shared with you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that insightful thought about how the simple things are what you have to look at. From Rishi's share, I was thinking about this one simple thing. We often
And
think
Rahul,
of,
I just wanted to add one
go
more
ahead,
point into my
go ahead.
speech. As Umma Fani asked a question like, do you have any resolutions in 2026? I have resolutions. I make up resolutions, but we don't follow it. I mean, that is the answer. And to Poonam's, I know that Poonam didn't ask a question, but when she used the word biryani, I'm also a foodie guy and like biryani. So I'm also going to cut down, like eating more of biryani. So it's just like, Monday to Saturday is veg and then Sunday, just one day biryani or something like that.
Interesting. Thank you. I think it's a way in which other story is where we try to pick up from and how we resonate with different ideas. And I think that's the spirit behind Speak Up Club. Often a case, these are all ideas and thoughts and the buildup of what happens in our own world, in our own small little world. But when we
Mhm.
talk it out, when we share it with people, when we're discussing with it, we see how there's so much of a commonality between all of us, and there's so
Yes,
much that we can pick up from all of us. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you, Rishi, for sharing that. Let's move
Thank
to the next speaker. Who wants to come up? Tamutran?
Yes, sir.
The screen is
Yes, I
yours.
can. I can give it. Okay. So regarding speech, right? So actually, I had learned a lot from the Speak Up Club. So there were so many things you had taught, and also during the morning walk, right, when you record it and show it as a spontaneous speech. So on that as well, I used to observe many things, how you speak and how you are connecting with the real life things, right? And you are able to give a spontaneous speech. So that gave me so many thoughts on that. And next is on the Toastmaster side, I was able to win the club level contest and in both the evaluation and the humorous, and I was able to go into area level. So our that was done only because of your feedbacks which you gave when during the speeches, right? So that really helped internally transformed me in the speech. Next is in office, right? There were certain new things which I have learned, that is multiple critical things, right? How to handle it at the same time, right? So usually we would have heard that one critical thing comes, you'll try to burn it up. Another one comes, you try to burn it up. What if three or four times, four things in a sequence comes, right? So, and each of the step, each of the event has multiple people involved. So, and dependencies, right? Then what will happen? So that situation, I was able to handle it till end and then came back, make it settle down, everything. So that gave me a sense of achievement that any critical things coming, I will be able to handle it with ease and with a smoothness, right? So that is by experience that taught me a lot. And next is on the fitness wise, I regularly go for gym and then swimming also. That is another very good exercise which I have identified, and I am learning swimming also now, and almost I have learned. So that is I'm going to continue that in the next year as well. And then one thing which did not go well is that boundary, right? Corporate, like we'll have to close up the corporate thing by certain time, right? So that I'm still not doing it properly. Basically, I'm not able to get time to focus on my personal things much still, right? Say by evening 6:30 or 7, I should wind it up. That is something when office work comes, we are getting uh, club to that, and then that is something I'll have to improve it in my next year. And next is master the goal management, right? How to all channels down to the goal, right? How you set and how you track and everything, everywhere you see that goal is the only thing which is there. There I have to master it, right? That is something which I am thinking to do that in this coming year. So that I can achieve more in a shorter span of time. And then, yeah, these are the key things which I would like to highlight in the interest of time closing. Thank you.
Thank you, Damodan. It was fascinating to look at how you have grown in the year, at least from the perspective of as a coach. I've seen you from the time that you joined the Speak Up Mastery program and the gradual work that you did. And one thing that I loved about the way you have shared about different elements is it's for everyone to reflect. Often, a case we think of something which is out of the box or completely out of the way when we're talking of a goal or when you're looking to reflect. One simple practice when it comes to the things that Ramodran shared was ask yourself two things. What is it that you need to be more of, and what is it that you need to be less of? And get an answer what is more and what is less. So, as an example, I've had before Tamotran, I've had a similar instance of boundaries or focusing on the personal life with Ellen, Lakshmi Nayan, who is also a member of our community. And that's where the entire goal is. Whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, ask yourself the question, the goal, what is it that I need to be more of? Do I need to be more assertive? So when you talked about personal life balance, ask yourself, how can I be that more? How can I set those boundaries? Take those small little steps. And I think that is what the entire goal and the path to growth is. It is not transformation. It's not like you can switch off your phone and cut off everything right away. But the gradual evolution of these small steps of being more or being less can be a great way to progress towards a goal that you have. So when you said these are things that you're not being able to do, I think the question that you need to ask is, in the next year, tell me three, four, five steps that you're going to actually do on a consistent basis, which you're going to do or which you're going to stop doing, with which is where you can start progressing on the things that you said you have not been able to make progress. So that's a technique that I've often used with my clients in coaching, where we talk of what is it that you need to be more of or less of, a way for the path to move forward. Thank you. Let's move to the next speaker. Priya, you wanted to come next? We'll come to Naresh after that. Is that okay? Naresh?
Sure.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone, please mind the time so that we all can have all the chance and then we can also further talk at the end of the session once we are all done. Priya, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Okay. I would like to start by being very, very honest. I started the past year, 2025, with a lot of joy and exaltations. And by Jan end and come Feb, then I realized that that particular time was not going too well for me. And because it was not going too well, I got into that kind of a frame where I used to be not feeling very positive, and I used to be sleeping indolently for a very long time, and I wasn't feeling too good about things that were happening around me. Some clients rescheduling trainings and things, everything that was happening was not of my liking. I would say that in my business also, I was mostly on the survival mode. And there were certain factors that just debilitated me from inside. And that happened throughout. And 2025 has been not a year that was to my liking. In fact, in my Toastmasters also, I went to the division contest for the evaluation and lost to 3 seconds of overtime. But that's okay. But now I've understood one thing. This has given me plentiful reflection because every time you mostly learn from your mistakes. Yes, you learn from your success also, but you learn more from your failures. I want to see that. And going forward, I've understood one thing, that you cannot survive only on one kind of mode of business. So I have decided to expand myself. So my jewelry business is what I'm going to start from January. I've already gone spoken to a lot of manufacturers, spoken to wholesalers, and I'm going to start full throttle. And like somebody just said, that just be brutally uncomfortable. I'm going to take that from you. I'm definitely going to prioritize a lot of other things which can impact me, and I will get back on track as to where I want to get, because I've understood one thing. This time I want to focus on, now I might sound a little silly here, but I'm being honest, to get rich. Yes, to get rich. Because you can always be happy, not when you're crying on the streets, but when you're crying in the Mercedes. And they say the one way of getting rich is, you're not being selfish. One way of getting rich is sell something every day. I'm going to sell my jewelry every day. As it is, it's something which adds aesthetic value, and I'm so fond of aesthetics. It gives me the joy. And so I'm going to focus on that. Being brutally uncomfortable is what I'm going to do. And yes, it's all about propelling your life forward. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Priya. Different lessons, different times. This is exactly the reverse lesson that I've learned of what all you have shared. But that's the beauty of it. I think each one of us is at a different phase, in a different pattern, in a different facet, and what we have experienced and what we have learned out of it. When you said about expanding into something, I am cutting off things to focus on one. When you said about getting rich, about crying in a Mercedes, I've recently talked or got someone out of a Mercedes who was crying in there, and they were happy to get out of it. So yeah, different lessons, but different ideas, different ways. But what I loved about the fact of what you said is what you said after you said get rich. You said add value, sell every day. And I think the goal should be focusing on that, because from what I see, this is where I've been in the past, and this is the journey that I've been onto and out of, and learn different lessons. I'm not saying you'll have the same lessons, you'll have the same experience, but beautifully said. The idea is each one of us has our own pattern of learning things and growing and building our own experiences. Until we are authentic and true to it, I think we all find our answers eventually, and they could be very different and still the right one for each one of us. Thank you, Priya. Let's move to the next speaker who's coming up, Naresh.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hi, Rahul. Good evening. So I'll say Rahul's session always reminds me of a friendly town hall. I'm very grateful for this. I'll tell you one thing. I was extremely passionate about tennis back in US. I don't have that arena or the momentum or the friends around to play with. But I can say I have substituted that passion with open mic and Toastmaster sessions that Rahul has taken me, because I never imagined there's something that I would face in India where it will feel me very happy about. So one thing I wanted to be reminded me about from the past is, if Rahul can have a split second thought about me, sensing me that, oh, in this session it would have been nice if Naresh was there. Even if he had that a sense or a thought, that is enough for me. So reflections for coming like 2026, 25 to 26, only one up. But I think we have a finite number in a lifeline. It's a great number. Like if you make 100,000, maybe a number 500 is less because there is no stoppage. But in a lifeline, and even a single number is way up. So what I want to do in the new year is the reflections is to slow down in everything, slow down. I want to have more belief in God. I want to be more truthful to myself. And I don't want to be moved by worldly fascinations that is not real. And I wanted to somehow pray to my teachers, faculty, and the worldly gifts to make me have more out of the box thinking, and also take life as it comes, just as Uma Madam has pointed out. I don't want to get into any drama of anyone. I don't want to get in the lines of judgment on anyone because you may not be right in most cases, as everyone has their own path. And I wanted to be more giving so that I'll get a sense of satisfaction end of the day, and I'll also be blessed and be wholesomeness. So, and one thing I realized from my past, is going to these open mic sessions, meeting different people, learning from Rahul consciously and subconsciously, and taking him as my master and have that thankfulness in me, is not everyone has to accept you in any walks of life, and everything happens for a reason. God has perfect rational, and you can only do what is in your control. Always share what you know without any hesitation, with good intention, and be more of you than what world wants you to be. Bring more perspective to the table. Um, and I'm here today speaking in front of you because I have collective goodness. Somewhere, someone in some form was nice to me and kind to me. Else, there were times I would have disappeared or I could not have risen and would not have had a chance to stand before you. So I'm very grateful for the existence and existential before you. I don't have to prove to anyone. And I always say one thing, do your best in every walk of life. Thank you, Rahul, for this opportunity. I'm speaking from my heart. Thank you. I
Thank
made a
you.
note this time and thank you.
Wonderful. I was just looking at that. I was just looking at that you have made a note, and it's a big list. And I think that kind of a list comes only when you look deeper and you look at the splits of your life. Thank you, Naresh. This is something that we have talked in the past as well of how you can journal, how you can write, and once you get down to writing, you realize there's so much that is there in yourself that once you get it out, you get to know that there's so much in there. Because often the case we either kind of belittle ourselves of we don't know much or we don't go ahead with documenting the learning and experiences. Thank you, Naresh. That was wonderful. Although sharp pointers, and I think if you get a chance sometime, then you can obviously talk on a lot of depth in all these pointers that you mentioned. So thank you, Naresh, for that wonderful share. Let's go to the next person, Vijaya.
Thank you, Rahul. It's all from the learnings and guidance you have provided, but thank you. I've been more open-minded about it. Thank you.
Sure, thank you, Vijaya.
Hello everyone. Uh, Today only I was thinking that from this century, 25 years, मतलब one-fourth of the years are gone. Yeah. So I was thinking that from 2000 to 2025, what I have done. So basically, now talking about this year only, I learned to live things, to live people, and to live memories, which are hurting us now. We have to leave them. So, and it's not, if they are not hurting also, and they are not having a purpose in our life, we should live. So, the first thing I learned, this one. The second, I learned that adapt the change and go with the flow. But, kasam khalo, don't try to change anyone. Because when we try to change anyone, they will feel hurt. ये मुझे सिखाएगी, ये मुझे बोलेगी, मेरे पे नमक लगा दिया टाइप से. ठीक है? So don't, you have to change yourself, don't try to change others. And third one is that this year made my belief on manifestation more strong. I manifested so many things, good also, bad also. Okay, so the thing is that manifestation don't know good or bad. So what I realized that I manifested something which is not good, but it happened. And secondly, I manifested so many things in the year 2021 to 24, and they got, they are reality now. So that is the thing. Second, one more thing is there, that what we are inside, we are getting things outside. So if I am thinking that I am happy, so we will meet more happy people. If we are thinking that we are passionate, we get more passionate people nearby. So We don't have to change others. We have to change ourselves to change our environment and our life. So for 2026, my target is peace, calmness, fun, and progress. I don't want, people are saying ना इससे छीन लो उससे छीन लो इसने क्यों लिया उसने क्यों लिया. I'm not doing that. What is meant for myself, I will definitely get. So I get this thing, this clarity in 2025. And the last two liners, आओ चलो फिर से जीना शुरू करते हैं. आओ चलो फिर से जीना शुरू करते हैं. नए साल में खुद से दोस्ती करते हैं. आओ चलो फिर से जीना शुरू करते हैं. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू विजया। पता था मुझे ये कहाँ जा रहा है जब तुमने लास्ट में बोला कि 2 लाइन बोलती हूँ मैं। विजया has been a consistent with the club and she often closes her talk with some शायरी। आई डोंट नो कहाँ से मारती है लेकिन अच्छा मारती है, जो भी है। But I think it's a beautiful way to close your talks, and I think that creates a template of who you are. And every time you are speaking, जब आ जाता है ना, हाँ शायरी आ रही है मतलब खत्म हो रहा है, वो एक समझ में आ जाता है। On the other side, but you always close on a lighter note. I think it's a beautiful way of the way your enthusiasm and energy that you sprinkle, and I think everyone is smiling when the way you're speaking. Thank you for that, Vijaya. One line that I heard from your speech was, "You cannot change others," and I recently heard this line somewhere that if only you could consider how hard it is for you to change yourself, you would stop being bothered about how easily you can change others. Think of it. And this is something, again, I've not written it for myself, but yes, this is a thought that I also have gained much clarity on in this year, specifically on the instances and experiences that I've had. I've been a motivational speaker. I've been going and trying to influence people by speaking for a large time. So it's been almost 20 years on stage for me. But one thing that I've realized is in the past year, I've spoken less. I've spoken on stage, but I've felt the biggest influence that I've had is not from the way I've spoken. It's from what I've done and how I have shown the change that I want to see in people. And I think that's a wonderful way to actually bring about or inspire someone, to influence someone, is not by telling them something. It's by being what you want them to see. And then they'll follow what you have done. I think that's a wonderful way. Thank you. Thank you, Vijaya, for that. Let's move to the next speaker who's coming up. Jaman, Zia, sir. Okay,
Hi.
Zia, sir, the stage is yours.
How many minutes I have?
2 to 3 minutes, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry for the year, it could be a shorter time, but yes, given the paucity of time for all of us to speak, it's 2 to 3 minutes. Over to you, sir.
Yeah,
And
good
I'm so
evening,
excited for the
everybody.
stories that you'll be having for this year. I'm definitely sure of the stories that you have for this year. Good ones. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. First of all, 2025, gradually it has improving for me. Earlier, it was more pathetic, 2024 and 23. Thanks to Rahul for bringing me back to the lamplight. In fact, this I want to give this credit to one of our myself and Rahul's our common friend Ashna. She was the first one who invited me for one of the event. I think Rahul also has attended that one. That was my first meeting this year. After that, the second one was Rahul who invited me for the open mic offline meeting. From then onwards, I start attending and I rejoined Toastmasters and I start giving the speeches. Uh, because it was a long gap, I was trying to go almost for all the meetings. In fact, some of the Toastmasters I don't want to name, but one of the Toastmasters he told me, "Hey Zia, what happened to you? You don't have anything to do. Wherever I go, you are there in the meeting. In almost in every club meeting and everywhere you are there." But I think that guy also he forget that he is also free. Wherever I go, he was also there. So sometimes people, they try to pull somebody else's leg, but they don't realize that they are also in the riding on the same board. So anyhow, I think 2025 was yes, it has improved a lot in terms of my health, in financial and also public speaking. I start speaking again after a long gap. The one thing I have in my mind that whether should I have to speak or not, because when the people they heard that you are a DTM, the people they have a lot of expectation that you are a very good speaker like Rahul, but in fact I am not. But the problem is when you are not maintaining the consistency, so you don't have the flow. But thanks that yes, I start improving and I have participated. The happiest moment for me that I have shared the stage with Rahul. So that was one of the dream come true. And another thing, I think Rahul, I know some of the Toastmasters they know. Uh, the the meeting which we have, the Fun and Foray, the event, the same stage I was attending that one for maybe 2 3 years back when Venkata was speaking. He was delivering the humorous speech from the same stage. So that day I was sitting in the audience, and that day I thought to myself, okay, hopefully one day I will speak from this stage. And this year, honestly, I think that dream come true. So thanks to 2025, this will be a memorable for me. At least I go to the same stage which I was planned maybe 8 10 years back, and today I have participated on that. And coming to 2026, yes, I am very ambitious. The things are improving. Even I am getting the inquiries. Maybe the business also will be on track. And in terms of my personal growth, I think some of you don't know that I have completed MSc Psychology. Then I have taken LLB. Now I am doing LLB. Along with that, I am doing the MA Journalism and uh, from the Open University. And 2026, in fact, I am planning to take from the data science graduation from data science from IIT Madras. Next year, from January, they are starting a course. So hopefully, pray for me that maybe I will start that. With that, looking forward, 2026 will be more brighter than 2025. Over to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you, Zia sir. Uh, I remember last time in the last open mic that we had in November, we heard the story that you had to share, and I think it's fascinating to see how this year has progressed for you, especially on the elements of where you were literally at the start of the year, of the shape that you were in, physically, health-wise, financially, and where you have come. And I think that in itself is an inspiration. It talks of how well you're built inside, that you have lasted all these things, and today you're talking of 2026. Please leave some seats or courses for the normal human beings also, because when you take up the seats like that, others won't will feel jobless sometime. Thank you, Zia sir. That was inspiring, and good to hear the story of a rock star from the bottom to leaving the year or ending the year at the top. Great inspiration, sir. Thank you. Let's move to the next speaker, Pranay. After that, I'll come to Jaman. Is that okay, Jaman? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jaman? Sorry. Pranay, are you there?
Yes, sir. Would that
Uh,
be okay if I do not turn my video on?
no, we are not okay. Okay. We are okay. We are okay. Go ahead. Please take up the time. It's already almost 10. So we are left with another few speakers. So let's get it going. Over to you, Pranay.
Yes,
The timer
yes.
is on my window.
Thank you. Yeah. I used to think that I have spent 1 hour at the gym, that I wasted 1 hour at the gym without realizing that I've spent one more hour coming home back in the mirror. I don't want to say thank you to the Speak Up Club because you will be bored if I say that thank you to, because you have heard it millions of times from the Speak Up Club members. But I want to help in any way. I want to contribute from my side in any way possible to the club. Thank you. Nothing new happened in the first 6 months of 2025, but I did two things for myself in the later half of 2025. That is being consistent in my gym routine where I was impatient about the results. That's what I said. That's where I said I'm expecting results like early, like every 1 week I used to check, but where were my muscles like similar to that. But with time, I realized that I need to trust the process and don't worry about the outcome. This is the first thing. And second thing, coming to the second thing, which I did for myself, is joining Toastmasters. That beginning of the joining Toastmasters itself, and even I was consistent there as well. These were two things which I did, and I want to continue. Uh, one advice, like to all the members, whatever goal you are behind, or like whatever goal you want to achieve, just we have to be patient. We need to trust the process. That's it. And welcoming the 2026 with the same zeal. I want to continue those two things which I started in the 2026 as well. Thank you. Over to you, Rahul Jain sir, coach.
Thank you. Thank you, Pranay. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be just about doing the small things every day, consistently, and trusting the process. Pranay, that's a lesson that I got from your share. Wonderful. Thank you. Let's move to the next speaker who's coming up. Rabia, Ajo, hands up. The teacher in you gets up always when you do that. The stage is yours, Rabia. The
Thank
timer is on my clock. I'll be saying the window.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's nice to be back with you all. 2025 has come to an end almost, and we are looking forward for 2026. And let me share a piece of news with one and all. We all are Swiggy lovers. Just I came across that 93 million of biryanis have been ordered by Swiggy. And what I regret is I wish to be a Swiggy owner. Then imagine. And chicken got the maximum biryani orders of 57.7 million, it seems to be. So even I love that biryani. I hope you all too. So we look forward for having a healthy and tasty biryanis in the future ahead. And I wish to be a businessman after going through this news. I wish to be a business person, who is going to run a business. And just now, as I heard about jewelry business, even I had been thinking about it to start a jewelry business because one of my friends who lives in Canada is also doing the same. And since long, she had been telling me, why not you also join my business and let's expand it. She wants to have a business here as well in India. So looking forward for the same. Hope so it will materialize in this 2026. 2025 were full of thoughts, imagination, and castles in air I made with. But in 26, I would like to materialize those things. And one more thing which I was spending is to be offline for living life in 2026. Pakka this time, not to delay and not to give any excuses as such. And we wish this living life, Rahul, Pragya, Uma ma'am, and the entire family of our living life may prosper, live happily, and we should join our hands together and keep moving years and years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rabia. I want to check the 2024 recording. You said the same thing that in 2025 the offline meeting will happen. She stays in Hyderabad and she's one of the first persons. Actually, when we started, even before this format of Speak Up Club started, I've known Rabia since 2018 when we ran the Speak Up Challenge program in the offline space where she was a judge. I'd invited her for judging that event, and that's how long we have known each other. Despite since it has been offline, she's never made a time because of her daughter being in secondary schooling. She's senior.
I won't disappoint.
Yeah.
I won't.
That's what I'm manifesting for 2026 form in my goals, that I eventually get to meet you and you get to come to the offline space of the Speaker Club meeting. Thank you. Thank you, Rabia.
I will.
Biryani.
Thank you.
Of all things in reflections about your 2025, you had to share about biryani. Thank you. Let's move to the next speaker. Jaman, the stage is yours.
Finally, I got an opportunity here. Thank you so much. and I was going through everybody's speech. Like there is so much to learn. I was just writing down a few things. So much to learn. Anyways, coming back to my reflections. Well, when I talk about 2025, I didn't quite win the year, but I survived. I learned, and I unlearned, and I learned again. So when I look back 2025, I don't see like a year of big achievements, but a year where I showed up when I didn't feel strong, didn't feel inspired, didn't feel hopeful, but I showed up anyway. That's the truth of my 2025. And it wasn't gentle, it tested my patience, confidence, and sometimes even faith in myself. There were moments when I felt stuck, working hard, but unsure if I was moving forward, speaking to people with carrying my own silent battles. I learned something uncomfortable, I would say, which is healing is not linear. Some days you're proud of yourself, and some days you feel like you've gone back 10 steps, and both are real, and that's the truth. So now, of course, when you talk about this that there are achievements as well. Of course, the first thing I would say, I attended Rahul sir's speak up offline class, which kind of started changing my life, not immediately, but I could see the growth over the last 3 4 months. I have seen the growth. Today, in fact, in my office, I hosted Christmas event. It was wonderful, the way I was confident talking to 50 people in my, of course you have visited there. Wonderful experience. I mean, prior to that, we hosted Hyderabad's biggest pickleball event. I was part of that. Got to meet Naga Chaitanya, Lucky Ali sir, and all of that. Also, I've shared table with one of the politicians. I wouldn't take the name. Learning about their lives, how they function, what are the different styles, etc., etc. Have been some of the achievements. And the learnings of 2025 that I want to take forward to 2026 is, when I say this, it just comes from my heart. Health is everything. You have thousands problems until you have one problem, which is your health problem. So when I think on my daily life, that any amount of time, good food and meditation, good sleep is an investment. For last 3 4 years, I've kind of ignored it. So that's going to be one. Second, do what is right. Sometime I might have to procrastinate, sometime I might have to do it today. Let's say people say tomorrow never comes back, which is true, because when we are like at tomorrow morning, we say it's today, not tomorrow. So technically tomorrow never comes back. So trying to adjust my daily journaling and everything. Third most important, when I've committed something, just show up. If I'm writing next week's, let's say Monday to Saturday diary, that 6 out of 7 days I'll go and do workout, that means I'll do no matter what. So this is something that I'm going to follow. The things that I'm going to quit or not follow is less of comparison, because everybody has their own journey. And then if I look back myself, what I was versus what I'm today, I feel very proud. But again, if I see somebody who is beside me, who has had the privilege and access to good things, I feel little demotivated as well, of course. So less of comparison, control on intake. One of the things that I've struggled with is, there are two kinds of people that I've noticed. One, when they are emotionally down, they intake a lot, like keep having. One day I was recalling, I somebody gave me 2 kgs of chocolate, and I was watching a movie, and after 3 years, I noticed chocolates are over, and I was like, where did it go? And I noticed it went on my stomach. So that's the kind of intake that I've had. And there are other kind of people, which is my wife. When she gets upset, she doesn't eat at all. And we've had this problem at home. We cook food for 2 people, and I eat for like almost 2 people. She eats this much, which generally, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out anyways. So I added weight on myself, so trying to control intake, of course. And yeah, this is it. I was little impromptu, but thank you so much for this platform, really like appreciate it. Plus learning from everybody, that's the best thing about this platform, I would say. And I would say thank you here.
Thank you. Thank you, Jaman. Interesting shares. I loved the fact that how you started with showcasing that your year was something that you want to forget. And then you came on to all the things that you did well. And great pointers on the three things that you want to take back or take forward into 2026. Thank you. Who else is left before we come to an end? We are already at 10:10. Who else is there to share? Prim Subaraj?
Sir, hi, sir.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it Preeti?
yeah, this is Kirti, sir. I
Okay.
joined
Yeah.
from my husband's phone because my
Now, is this
signal
your
was
reflection or husband's reflections?
sir.
Is this your reflection or your husband's reflections?
It's my reflection only.
Okay, then go ahead.
Yeah,
If you can switch on the
sorry,
video.
because my son was little fussy. I'm not able to on the video
No
today.
problem. No problem. Go ahead. The stage is
Yeah.
yours.
So as of now, like 2025 was little mix of good and bad for me because I had a child to bring up, so I was very busy with the child. I was not able to focus on my career. Hope in the future I'll do it. And uh, I have many aspirations for the future, many goals for the future. My goals would be public speaking, learning music, and then starting my own boutique. My husband runs a textile business, so maybe starting my own boutique, all these things. And I've recently enrolled for a self coaching program also, so that program is also helping me grow as a person. um, uh, I hope in the future I'll grow, and I hope 2026 will be a lot more better to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kirti. Uh, Chanakya Institute, I'm coming to you next. But before I go there, I was just listening to, I wanted to share this thought when I was listening to Jaman and Kirti both. There's something which I've always felt that sometimes it's not about the big accomplishments. Sometimes even surviving through the year is an accomplishment. We all go through those phases. We have those times. Sometimes the weeks turn into months and months turn into a year altogether. Sometimes that accomplishment is also surviving through the year. So when Kirti was telling about having a baby or focusing on the child, I want you to look at it in a different perspective. You're building something that's going to last forever. So let's stop looking at that as a factor which is limiting your growth. What you're doing right now is something which nobody has. As a man, I don't have the opportunity to grow something like that. As a mother, you're doing that. And I think that is a story that you need to tell yourself that at a certain point in time, you are may not be in what the world calls or the typical societal definition of salary, growth, career, progression, titles, and all. But somewhere, what you are creating or what you are building is something that not everyone has a provision of. It's often a privilege, is what I would often call. So, all the people, when you're talking of, if you're feeling that you have just survived through or you don't have a big list of things that you're having to share, remember, you sitting here at the end of the year and talking is an accomplishment in itself. Let's move to the next speaker now. Chetan, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Meeting you all after a long time.
Chetan, have you come because you saw your picture in 2023 and 2024 reflections? Because he comes like that only. Once in a year, he'll do the blasting and then go away. Chetan, the stage is yours. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, no, it's okay. 2025 was good for me. Actually, a few things, I accomplished few things which were a dream for me. I got the possession of my office space, and the interior was it took 3 to 4 months. I learned many things, and now I have a proper office space and institute where I can run my classes properly. So this was my dream from last 15 to 20 years. So that was accomplished. Also, I met many good people in 2025. Now I am a member of a 5 a.m. club. I meet them 5 a.m. at 5 a.m. online or offline sometimes. So 5 to 6 a.m. is a good time for me, in which I do exercise, meditation, yoga, and journaling. So it's running good for me. Yeah, that's it.
थैंक यू चेतन। 15 साल का ड्रीम एकम्प्लिश कर दिया और लास्ट में दैट्स इट बोलते हैं। Good one. Thank you. Because I know I've known Chetan. He's been one of my client very early and been active in the Toastmasters in the Speak Up Club initiative for a long, long time. And it's wonderful to see how we have had a conversation about this, about wanting to have an office, whether to buy, should not buy, what to do next. And today we are talking about how he's feeling after accomplishing that. And it's often the case where you get this 1 year in your life, which you have been waiting for 10, 15 years in your life. And that's a beautiful
Would
part.
you allow me to share a screen for a minute?
Sure. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Just a minute. Yes.
The challenge is why I was stopping you is, or if you can stay till the end of the meeting, I can stop the
Yes,
recording,
yes,
then you
yes,
can
yes.
share. Is that okay?
Yes,
Because
yes,
the
yes, yes.
recording gets
Please.
distorted because of the shared view, just one split.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, yeah. Okay. We'll come back to you. Remind me at the end of it. Once we stop the recording, you
Yeah.
can share your screen and share what
Yes,
you
please.
who's left? Harshita, are you there? It's already 10:15. I'm waiting for anyone who is yet to share before we get to the close of today's meeting. Harshita, if you're there, if you'd like to share something. If not, I'll go ahead with my thoughts and how my 2025 has been. Okay, so yes, with this, I'll go ahead with my 2025. Frankly speaking, nothing big, just small things with a big heart. Because of the year that I had. Let me give you the words that I gave for myself for the years that went by. 2021 was what next? That was I was looking for ambition. 2022 was kindness because of what happened in the second wave of COVID and a lot of things happening. 2023 was sweet and salt. Sweet because of the Toastmasters district achievements and salt because of me going to the abyss of literally trying to commit suicide. And 2024 was all about from chasing the next to embracing the now. And now I say, after all these journey or all these phases of what I've experienced, the last 2025 year has been nothing. It's been a choice of doing nothing. And that's what I would say. The focus has never been about the end goal or what is it that I'm trying to create as a big, because that's always given me overwhelm of what is it that I want to accomplish. Because I'm for the people who know me, they know how ambitious I am, how deep I am when it comes to what I want to accomplish in life. But yet that became my entire poison of what I was doing and what I how I suffered in the past few years because of that. So a few things that I would say of what, not the end result of it, but what I did on a daily basis, which makes me feel proud of how my 2025 was. One, I started walking 10 kilometers every single day. And this year's, my total count as of now is 2,800 kilometers walked. So that's almost like 66 full marathons through the year, walking, no running, no jogging, walking every single morning for 90 minutes. That's one. I started with this initiative of creating videos in the morning. Started with one video, some random idea called as Just Do It. And I started with that one video. Today I'm at a count of 95 daily, every day, single day morning videos that I make. And the target is I'm waiting for 31st when I'm completing 100 videos, short videos that I record every day morning. In all, I've had total 87 stage engagements with a total of approximately 120 hours of stage time engaging on the stage. Either it's a table topic, it's an evaluation, it's a speech, or it's a training program. And when I look back at all these things, at the end, I'm overwhelmed with how far I have come. But the fact is, I've never felt overwhelmed through the year while I was doing all this stuff because I did not look at the end result at all. I looked at what was happening at that time, that moment, and how I was doing it with my heart full at that point in time. So when I look back at the year, this is what I would say: nothing big, just those small everyday things with a big heart in it. And that's how I've got comfortable with doing and choosing nothing. Literally, I've had times where I've said no to opportunities because I want to do nothing. Because of the lessons. For the people who know me for the past 2, 3 years, they know the struggles and the challenges that I've had with not doing or not being able to do nothing. So this year has been a choice of not doing or wanting to do nothing out of it. So I've been grateful for kind of the entire universe with regard to how it has carried and created the path for me through this year. Second is for the family who supports me and who sticks by me despite all my weird choices and the way have built my life. I come from a typical Banya family. So where morning to evening is business, the counter, the business, the sale, and what's happening. And despite that kind of an environment, I've challenged myself with the choices that I've had, and I've had a family that supports me in this journey. Third is I'm being blessed with a few friends, handful. I don't call everyone my friend, but a few handful of people who have stuck by me and who can see through me. That's the kind of people that I have built with me in the close circle that I've had, and I'm happy with that kind. I do have the followers and subscribers and all those things, but that's something that I don't chase. I chase these close set of people who can see through me, and I'm happy in that small circle that I have. And that's how the year has been. There have been still the challenges which of the past catching up, the jitters. I've had a bit of the similar challenge that I had in 2023 propping up in the March this year. And somewhere over the 1.5 month at that point in time, I navigated, I learned through how to manage myself, worked on, and the result of that was this walking, the craze for walking and taking care of my health and all that stuff. Overall, it's been a good year. I won't say bombarding one because I'm wanting to avoid a bombarding one because the last time I had one, it didn't end well for me. And so I've chosen the silent path of taking it slow, taking it with my own choices, and living with peace, with focusing on one day at a time. And I'll tell you, just that one simple choice of taking care of that one day and living it with complete heart has taken me far, far ahead than what I would have thought as a goal, as a big goal, and wanting to accomplish something. So that's how my 2025 has been. Just looking to be more of whatever I've been in 2025, nothing less, just a bit more with the things that I'm pursuing. That's my 2025. And with that, we come to an end for today. Anyone would like to share anything before we come to a close for today's meeting, given that it's already 10:20? Jaman, yes, the stage is yours.
Okay.
After that, Chetan.
Yeah.
Rabbi, okay. Jaman, I'm waiting for you. You're not able to unmute? Okay, check now. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yes, Jaman.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Something went on. Okay, I mean, just wanted to say thank you so much. I mean, last but not the least, this thing helps one day at a time. This is just amazing, and I just wanted to also thank you everyone who has been here, who have shared their journey. I mean, learning from everybody is the best thing that I'm trying to follow, or I follow on a daily basis. Just thank you and looking forward. And I'll be planning to continue every month for these speak up sessions. So we'll be seeing each other every month here on.
Thank you. Thank you, Jaman. Chetan.
Can I share the screen?
Not yet. I'll stop the recording and then we can come to that sharing. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Rabia, you want to share something?
I would like to say thanks once again. And besides that, I would like to say, please, as you have given the platform for speaking, please give me a platform to start my business, jewelry business, as what I have started planning to. And every day morning, those your videos inspire me a lot. You and the peacock both are the part of my life. Early morning, I will really feel happy to see it make my day. And apart from that, what I could say is that just because life is too short, as what we say, but whatever is there, we have to gather the things as much as we can, the best things to do in our life, and to give the best out of it as well. So that's what I am planning for in this coming year. And I wish the same for everyone too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rabia. Yes, so Vijaya. After that, Rishi.
Just one thing that thank you so much for this platform. I am connected from last 3 4 years. COVID times, you know. Huh. And every time I miss the offline meetings, na, I am feeling so sad. So uh, from 3 4 months, I am not able to come. But yes, I feel that it's a like a family, cozy family type of feeling every time we are getting. So thank you so much for this platform.
Thank you. Thank you, Vijaya. Rishi.
Yeah, and in addition to my speech, I wanted to add that last Sunday I joined as a guest to Speech Magic Toastmaster Club. And as though I didn't win many table topic session in every Toastmaster club, including Chennai Kilpa YMCA Toastmaster Club, I won the best table topic speaker with a shared celebration with DTM Satish Menon. I think so. I don't know. So I got the prize and I was, happy about that. And in addition to that, I would like to, thank you, Rahul, as well as Natraj ma'am for, inviting me to this session because I didn't know like there were these kind of meetings in Zoom in a untime like from 9 to 10, like maybe many of the people, used to sleep very early, but it was a great session, sharing what happened in 2025 and what they're going to do in 2026. So it was a great session. So thank you both, Rahul and Uma ma'am, for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Rishi. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. when we are depressed or the things are not moving well, so that's where I start challenging myself, as you are saying that why I was doing so many courses. It is because just to keep myself busy, and I want to challenge myself whether I can do it or not. Because many other times, even I have seen my children, always we are complaining, why they are not getting the good results. So now my children, they have to compete with me. If I am passing, if I am getting the good marks, so the my children also, they are getting, that they are forced to sit. If I am sitting up to 2 o'clock, then they also have to sit maybe 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and still they are preparing for their exams. So this is one thing I want to say, that it's not that I want to do everything. The only thing that which I have in my mind, which I want to do, but earlier I was working in abroad, I don't have an opportunity to get the admissions. So now I'm challenging myself to do the things. I think if we work hard, really the things will improve. That's what I want to say. Whether it's business or in the personal life or even in the public speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so before we come to the close, this is one activity where I just want each one of y'all to assign or share one word or phrase, not long, not too long, or not a sentence or not too much gyan, but tell me one word or a phrase that you would say, one thing I'm celebrating 2025 for is. I want each one of y'all to say the word or the phrase that you'd like to attach to it. One thing that I'm celebrating 2025 is, one thing I'm celebrating in 2025 is, go ahead with your.
I'm alive.
Okay, let's go ahead. Rabia,
I'm alive.
you're alive.
Learning.
I'm
Okay, Pranay, learning. Go ahead, everyone, just unmute and speak.
Travel.
Travel.
Happiness and joy.
Rishi, go ahead.
Happiness and joy.
Happiness, okay, interesting. Zia, sir.
Goal
Dream,
accomplished.
Goal accomplished. Chetan.
dream come true.
Dream come true. Who else is there? Vijaya? Uma? Uma Feni.
Pushing myself to the core.
Interesting. Pushing yourself. Okay, Tamuthan.
Communication is a key.
Communication is the key. Anyone else left? Javan?
Show up.
Show up. Interesting. Okay, anyone else left before we come to the close?
Poonam.
Yes, Rishi?
Poonam.
ओके पूनम तो गायब हो गई है, वो वीडियो ऑफ करके उसके पति के पास गई है, उसके पास टाइम नहीं है आज. बाय द वे, पूनम इज फ्रॉम नेपाल, सो एंड शी हैज 2 kids and entire family which is on her like this, because every time she delivers a speech also she is waiting here and there. कोई देख तो नहीं रहा है, कोई आ तो नहीं गया, कोई बुला तो दिया है, कोई चाय बनानी है, खाना बनाना है, क्या बनाना है. That's how she is. But yes, yeah, she's pretty active. But today, I guess there were other commitments as well. Thank you. With that, it's been a fascinating evening. And this is what reminds me of why I started Speak Up Club and why I'm still doing what I'm doing. These free sessions offline, online, and the offline sessions, because I'm not sure how much you all experiencing it, but one thing that I've learned from my entire life is what we have, what we know, is one side of the story, one perspective, and half truth. And when we listen to the stories that everyone has to share, the experiences that they have to share, they are books that we can't find any wisdom from in any of the books that you're going to read. They are books that we all can learn and cherish and get lived experiences of how we can lead better, live better, and grow better. That's the purpose of how Speak Up Club has been and will always be, with that vision of building perspectives, sharing experiences, and speaking up and listening to those stories. That's what I want each one of you all to keep coming back every month. If you're a part of the group, please stay connected there. Whatever announcements of the community of whatever programs that we're doing, if at all there are any open Toastmaster events which are open to all, I keep sharing them in that space. So looking forward to being connected with you all in the next year as well. For the people in Hyderabad, I look forward to meeting you all tomorrow evening at Chika, Banjara Hills. We're going to extend this kind of a conversation or the event that we have experienced right now to the offline space with a cup of coffee and having a conversation that's going to be remembered for years to come, because somewhere you'll always keep talking that 5 years, 10 years, 20 years back, this is the story that I told, and this is where I am today. Because when you talk, you create stories, and when you share, you inspire others. With that, signing off, Speak Up Club's virtual open mic for the year 2025, the last one, Reflections 2025, on this note. See you all the next year. And for those in Hyderabad, see you all tomorrow again. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.